How does this keep on happening? Liam Delap's just been sold to Nottingham Forest, and Chelsea have made a 50% profit on him. They've made a profit of Liam Delap despite the season he had with them. And look, I'm not going to pretend I'm very clued in with the finance side of football. The finance side of football bores me. I like the stuff on the pitch, not the stuff off the pitch. So someone please explain to me this trend of players going to teams, not performing very well, yet that team managing to sell them for huge profits. Obviously, I know that inflation's a thing, but inflation does not account for 50%, 60%, in some cases 90% profit. Because it's not just Liam Delap performing badly at Chelsea and then getting his move to Nottingham Forest for a big profit. There's also examples like Savinho. Savinho moved to Man City for around £21 million, had 2 seasons where he stank up the gaff, barely played, but he did play, did not make the most of his opportunities at all. And you're telling me Spurs spend about 60, 70 mil on the bloke to get him to their club. Surely it should be if a player moves to a club, doesn't perform too well, that player has to cut their losses and sell that player for a loss. Not just to know that they're going to sell them for a massive profit. I don't know what's going on. Baleba was brilliant for Brighton. He was very good. Then when he was linked to Manchester United last summer, it didn't go through. That was for around 50 mil. And then last season for Brighton, Baleba was not very good. He ended up getting dropped. His performances completely dropped. And because of that, you might think, okay, Brighton have missed their chance to sell him for 50 mil. They're going to sell him for a lot less than they wanted to. But no, United end up signing him this summer for 70 mil, 20 mil more than they would have signed him for last summer after playing awfully all season. There's also Andre Santos, who signed for Chelsea for 13 mil. At no point in his Chelsea career did Andre Santos look like he was even worth the 13 mil Chelsea signed for him. So how does he end up going to Manchester United for around 56 mil? Even big money signings like Marmoush, who moved to Manchester City, showed signs but ended up fading out, ended up losing a spot in the lineup. Minutes were very few and far between for Omar Marmoush last season. How does that guy move for more than he moved to, which was a big fee already to Spurs? Matheus Fernandes moved to West Ham was decent, but at the end of the day, West Ham went down. That was not meant to happen. When they go down, your value should decrease massively. It didn't. Spurs splashed the cash way more on him than West Ham did. And I just don't understand this trend in teams signing players for not that much money and then selling them for a lot of money, regardless of what they do or achieve at that football club. Is it to do with balancing the books? I actually do not know. Can someone who is way more informed than me, because like I said, I do not know that much about the finance side of football. Can someone who's more informed than me please tell me how this keeps on happening?